Welcome to JB BallTalk. My name is Ben.
I'm Joel. Today we're going to talk a little NFL football.
Ball up. Oh, Nelly, I'm ready for this NFL season like white on rice. Let's go. Here we go. And the first week of the season has so many great matchups. I'm looking at the list right now, Joel, and I really don't know which one to take my eyes off of, man. Which one intrigues you the most that you see right off the bat?
For week one, definitely I got my eye on that Browns-Panthers game, the Baker Mayfield revenge game. That's what I'm calling it. I think he's going to come out guns blazing, you know what I'm saying? That defense is going to be pretty good as well, so they will be kind of a sneaky good team, possibly in the NFC. We all know the story with the Browns. Deshaun Watson suspended 11 games. Jacoby Brissett taking over. See what he can do with some of those weapons over there in Cleveland. And that defense should be pretty motivated to play Baker Mayfield. I expect that game to be pretty good, probably one of the best of the day, and that's the game I got my eye on. So aside from that Browns-Panthers game, there's a lot of intriguing games we're looking forward to this weekend. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Cardinals, Bills, Rams. But, I mean, what's the game that you're least interested in? A game that you might just catch the highlights later, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you asked me that question, Joel, because there is a game that I don't really want to watch at all, and it's the Jaguars Commanders. First, they were the Washington football team, then they were the Commanders. The only thing they got kind of going for them is they picked up a quarterback, but the bad news is his name is Carson Wentz. Let's see if he can even command this offense, man. Speaking of Commanders, Doug Peterson's the new head coach of the Jags. Let's see if he can get Trevor Lawrence to win more than 2 games this season, because last year, Urban Meyer just wasn't cutting it, man. They might be able to get these fans to travel to Washington. Man, hope everybody was safe. But all fighting aside, Joel, what do you think the most intriguing storyline is this season?
Yeah, definitely. There's a bunch of them. AFC West, how that plays out, Baker Mayfield. I'm interested, and I got my eye on Lamar Jackson. That whole situation with the contract, him not being paid yet. He deserves the money. He's got the MVP. Other quarterbacks are getting paid.
Pay that man his money.
So he definitely deserves it. He's been a team first guy. I expect a big season out of him as well. I mean, he's a show on turf. He's must-see TV. He's got some weapons. Rashard Bateman. He does have a new receiver in Demarcus Robinson, and you know he's got Mark Andrews, the tight end, as well. And he's got his running backs back as well. So they're going to be a run-dominant team, but I expect them to do big things this season. It's all going to come down to what they do in the playoffs. Hopefully they don't melt down in the playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
Speaking of meltdown, what about the Cowboys? They got the Bucs the first game of the season. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, there's so many Cowboys fans out there. America's team put so much pressure on them, so it seems like they always melt down in the playoffs at the worst times. Their last trip was, in the 90s? And what is it, 2023 about to be? I'm pretty sure the Jets have made like 3 AFC championships since the Cowboys have made their NFC championships. It's just really disappointing. At the end of the day, you know, we'll see if Dak and them can make it work. The fans always hype him up a whole bunch. They love to give him praise, and I just got one thing to say to them.
Good luck.